And INDECOM boss Terence Williams says the ruling does not change how the commission operates. TVJ's Herman Green has more in this report.
The Police Federation has claimed victory in the ruling, but so too has INDECOM boss Terence Williams. But how so? According to Mr. Williams, there seems to be a misunderstanding about the ruling in the public domain.
INDECOM has never brought any prosecution as INDECOM. The prosecutions have been brought in the name of the INDECOM investigator. So what the Court of Appeal found is that INDECOM is not an incorporated body.
This he interprets to mean that the entity itself cannot and has never brought a charge to court against a police officer or any other individual for that matter. But if that's the case, then why is the Police Federation, which brought the case against INDECOM, celebrating?
The error, I think, in how the judgment has been viewed, that persons have read that and have not read on in the judgment. Because then if you particularly read the majority decisions, they make the point that the INDECOM investigator, as does every Jamaican citizen, has a right to bring a prosecution, has a right to conduct that prosecution, and they do not need the permission of the DPP.
He says the distinction that needs to be made is the difference between INDECOM the body and its individuals. As it relates to arrests, Mr. Williams says INDECOM has always taken its actions through the judiciary and warrants.
When you go by warrant, you're using the authority of the person who signed the warrant, which is the JP or the magistrate. When you go by summons, you are also using the authority of the person who issued the summons, the JP or the magistrate. So as regards how INDECOM does its work, it again doesn't change that much.
The court ruling also quashed the conviction of Deputy Superintendent of Police Albert Dyer, who was convicted of breaching the INDECOM Act. However, Mr. Williams did have some reservations about that ruling.
I have read the judgment. I've given it one read. I need to give it a second read. But it's another matter that we have to consider carefully and decide what we're going to do.
Any concerns in terms of precedents?
Yeah, that's the reason why we have to consider it carefully and decide whether or not we'll take a further appeal or whether we will let the decision stand.
Herman Green, TVJ News.